Hello guys, good day and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Posa. You can also call me Posa Forex. If today is your first time of watching my video, I would like you to make use of the subscribe button and don't also forget to turn off your notification in order to be notified when my next video drops. Without me wasting much of your time today, I will be showing you an easy strategy that works for both boom and crash. Don't forget, this strategy is only for boom and crash. It has been tested and it's working perfectly fine. When trading on synthetic index markets, you don't need too much indicators. Most times I see young traders trying to conflict themselves with indicators. One thing you should understand is this: indicators doesn't really affect the forex market. It doesn't affect it at all. It's just like a way of prediction of what will happen in the market. And one thing you should also have in mind is to know that no strategy is 100%. Any strategy you're getting is not 100%. That's why I always advise young traders to test run any strategy at all, whichever one they find, on a demo account in order to understand. But with my strategy, you're sure of getting 80%, at least 80% win on a trade. And other things you should take note is being patient, because most times the way you planned it to be, it might not come out that way. Patience is the key when trading on boom and crash market. All right, and if you also have knowledge on price action, it's a very added advantage when trading on the synthetic index market. It will be very easy for you to analyze the market, because synthetic index, the boom and crash market, is, I can tell you, is one of the most easiest markets to trade on. One of the most easiest market to trade on, most especially when you are trading. You're aiming for the spikes. Now I trade on spike, on boom and crash. Like I said before, this strategy works for both crash 500, crash 1000, boom 500, boom 1000. Now, how do you go about this simple strategy? Before you use this strategy, first of all, you should understand the trend of your market. This is very important. You should understand the trend of your market, because if you don't understand the trend of the market, it might as well, it just seems like you're trading blindly in the forex market. Now, the boom and crash, like I always say, the boom market, you trade on uptrend when aiming for the spikes. You trade on uptrend when aiming for the spikes. This is very important. Now, on crash, you trade on downtrend when aiming for the spikes. With this little basic knowledge, you can easily dominate the synthetic index, that's the boom and crash market, easily. Now, if you don't have basic knowledge, or you want to subscribe to my mentorship program, you can always check the description page for my WhatsApp number. You can contact me for training and mentorship. All right, without wasting much of your time, I'll be taking you through this strategy. It's very simple. Once you understand these little things I'm going to show you now, it will be easy for you to use this strategy. Now, having said that, the first thing you should take note of is this. Like I said before, you trade on boom, on uptrend. As you can see here, this market is already on uptrend. It's going up. It was on downtrend before. As you can see here, sorry, let me bring out an arrow to indicate demonstrate well for you. All right, as you can see here, it has hit the support level here, and there's a massive reversal to the upside. Now this simply means it might just cross the average 48 line, which is a strong signal for you to start aiming for the spikes. Now you use higher time frames to analyze this market, to check the trend. You from higher time frame. Once you check from higher time frame, then you go to a lower time frame to take your trade. Why you go to a lower time frame is this: just to know the current situation on the market, since you're trading on spikes, so you will know what's going on the market. Now this is H1. I'll have to switch it. I'll have to switch it now back to M1. Now as you can see, M1 is already showing that it's on downtrend here. It's already showing that it's on downtrend. It's already showing that it's on uptrend, as you can see here. Now this is a sure way of trading on the market, on this boom market. Now as you can see, you'll be noticing spikes at intervals. As you can see, the spikes are massive. As you can see here, the spikes are massive. Now how do you aim for these spikes? Now using these indicators here, let me bring out that one here for you. All right, using these indicators here, it's very easy for you to aim for spikes. Now this is the RSI. Don't worry, I will show you the settings of this simple and easy strategy. It's very easy to use. Now once this RSI gets to this dotted 80 line here, it's very easy for you to stop aiming for the spikes. Most times it continues when you analyze it through a higher time frame. Now if you want to actually aim for spikes, now you have to zoom this to a level that you see it clearly. All right, as you can see here, sorry, let me take this. Okay, as you can see here, this moving average line, this black line here, is already touching the dotted 20 line. Now this is signal. Once it gets to this point here, this is signal for you to start aiming for the spike. Now if you zoom it closely like this, you will notice something different. Now if you check here, now you see it crossing the RSI line here, the moving average crossing the RSI line here. Now once you meet an intersection like this, there is always a high tendency of it booming, for it to spike. Now as it crosses for the first time, there's high tendency for it to spike more. As you can see here, you can see how the market have gone. It has gone far here. Looking at this other chart here, from here, as it bounced here on this other chart here, you can see that it has gone to a very high level here. It has boomed for a longer time. Now this is a way you can actually understand how to use this simple strategy. Once you see the moving average here, as you can see here, once you see the moving average crossing the RSI line here on below the dotted 20 line here, is a good signal for you to start aiming for the spikes. This is very easy. It's very easy. It's a very simple strategy. This strategy has been tested and it's working effectively. I'm still making use of it and it's working effectively. Most of my students on my mentorship program are already using this strategy I'm sharing with you. Now, this one I'm teaching you on Boom 500 is also the same on Boom 1000. Now it's the opposite on Crash. What do I mean? Now let me switch this chart to Crash 500. As you can see here, like I said, is the opposite of what I just showed you on the boom market. Now, if let me bring up an object to illustrate for you clearly. All right, as you can see here, now is the opposite. Crash market is the opposite of what I just showed you on boom. Now if it crosses this dotted 80 line, once it crosses the dotted 80 line here and spike and cross it down here, there's a high tendency of it crashing down. Now don't also always forget the trend of the market. This is very important, because if you don't know the trend of this market, it's very hard for you to aim for this. As we're trading blindly, knowing the trend of the market is a very, very important thing. That is very important for every trader. I always advise every trader to have basic knowledge to get it right once and for all, in order not to start blowing your account or wasting your money on the forex market. With the right strategy, you are always good to go. Your loss are always minimized and your profit are maximized. Now, using this also, what I just explained on this market, as you can see here, it crossed the dotted 80 line, as you can see here. Now, once you see it break through this dotted 80 line here, and it breaks through and it crosses the RSI blue line here, as you can see here, there's high tendency of it spiking for a long time, as you can see. Now if you look at this other chart here, you will see where it started spiking from. As you can see from here, you can see. So once you see something like this, it's a sure signal. This has been tested and it's working effectively. Don't forget, no strategy is 100%. So you have to test run the strategy on your demo so you understand it clearly before you start using it on your real account. Now, the settings are very, very easy. I'll be showing you the settings. Now you just click on your F sign here for your indicators. The first to add are just very simple, as you can see here. The first one is the Bollinger Band. Now this is the settings: period 20, shift 0, deviation 2, apply to close. Once you are done, you click on done. Now this comes up. This is your Bollinger Band. This is your Bollinger Band. This is the upper Bollinger Band, this is the middle Bollinger Band, and this is the lower Bollinger Band. It comes up. The next to add would be the moving average 48 line. Now this average 48 line is also a minute way of knowing the trend of the market. Now you just use these same settings that you are seeing here. Once you are done, don't forget the color. Once you are done, you click on done. Now this is the average 48 line here. This is the average 48 line. The yellow line here, this is the average 48 line. Don't forget, you can easily zoom in at interval to see the market clearly. Now the next to add will be on our indicators window 1, but you can add it from this main window. Now the next to add will be our relative strength index. Now this is the settings for the relative strength index. The period is 18, applied close. Now the levels, these are the levels: buy 20, sell 80. Once you are done, you click on done. Now this comes up on this other chart down below. This is the RSI, the blue line here. Now once you are done with that, the next to add will be our moving average 21. This is very important. Now this is the settings. Once you are done, the period is 21. Once you are done, you click on done. Don't forget, you can always pause the video to understand, to be able to set your chart well, in order not to conflict the indicators. Now once you are done here, everything here will come up. Now this is the moving average line that I just added. Now once you are done, you will see it clearly on your chart. Alright guys, don't forget, you can always reach me on my WhatsApp. You can check the description. My WhatsApp number is there. Thank you very much, and do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn up your notification in order to be notified when my next video drops. Alright guys, do enjoy this lovely and easy strategy. See you in my next video. Thank you very much.